It's the Weather Blender blog, Christmas Eve day, the 24th of December, 2010. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Let's talk about the weather. Lots of people want to know white Christmas or no white Christmas. Well, we already have snow out there on the ground. We do have a system, actually two systems, probably going to merge into one as they slide by us. Let's show you now what it looks like. Satellite, radar, and surface map have a low pressure center just to the west of St. Louis, another one in East Texas. And those are reflections at the surface of upper level low pressures. We'll show you those in a second. Snow across Illinois, back through Iowa, some pretty heavy snow. And I've drawn the arrow. It's going to drift its way into Kentucky on that diagonal line. High pressure across South Carolina is set to scoot out to sea. Low pressure in Texas should continue to draw the moisture of the Gulf, the red arrow, on up into that system. So that'll continue to feed the moisture as the low itself continues to drift to the east. This is the significant surface low tracks as put up by the HPC. They're really leaning on the southern low being the preeminent low at the surface, but again, you can't discount the northern low. It's going to kind of morph itself into the other low off the coast of North Carolina, but you can see it's going to track along the Gulf Coast, 7 a.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. Saturday. It's south of Florida. Then it's quickly moving out to east of North Carolina by Sunday morning, which will make for some messy commuting, I believe, if you have any travel plans out to the east, if you have some flights along that eastern seaboard. Back upstairs, midway through the atmosphere here, about 500 millibars, and usually that's somewhere around 18,000 feet, probably a little bit lower in the colder air. What you're looking at here is the big U shape. That's the trough. A trough is where you see lift on the east side of the dashed line there. All we're showing in the yellow and the browns, that's called vorticity. That's just spin in the atmosphere that can induce lift. So remember we had two lows at the surface, have the one in Texas. This is, again, looking at a projection for 7 a.m. Saturday, and there it is. There's your upper level low, as marked by the red X, the vorticity maximum, we call it. That'll be sliding along the coast, joining up with that big trough up to the north, both of those kind of melding together, merging together, if you will, off the east coast. So now let's get into the surface map. Saturday morning looks like, again, anything that's north of the dashed blue lines, that would be snow. Anything that's green, that is north to the upper side here of the dashed blue lines, that would be snow. And you're seeing a nice puff of snow, southern Kentucky, southernmost West Virginia, certainly southwest Virginia, eastern Tennessee. Now that's 7 in the morning, and then we move with colder air crashing in, and then the bulk of that snow actually rolls down toward the Piedmont, and it turns into just light scattered snow. That's 7 p.m., all drifting in off the north flow. There's your big Sunday morning storm off the North Carolina coast, and we just have leftover little stray snow showers, but certainly very cold on Sunday morning. And look at the GFS model now. Shows the southern low again, not quite as much snow in the morning as we saw on the NAM model. Just kind of a coverage here of some light snow. It does pick up a little bit with the rain snow mix right across central sections of North Carolina. So if you're going to travel down I-77, the conditions will actually turn a little bit worse later in the day across North Carolina. If you have to jot down there, maybe across 40. And you can see the big bomb of precip down there that tries to get attacked together as we move off the coast again on Sunday morning. So all the models paint that out, but we're left with just, again, a little light snow. So it's not an awful lot of snow. Quick peek at the Canadian 7 a.m. Canadian model on Saturday morning. It also paints the heavier snow in southern West Virginia and across a big chunk of Kentucky. Now, once again, let's show you what the NAM model thinks in terms of all this. We put it together and you get a dusting to an inch north of I-64, a stripe of 2 inches across sections of eastern Kentucky, and 1 to 2 inches southern West Virginia, and 1 to 2 inches again in southwestern Virginia. The GFS model, a little stingier here, only one little blue bubble of light 2 inches around Beckley. This is by 7 p.m. Saturday. The GFS model, 1 to 2 inches in the pink zone, as you can see, southern Ohio, eastern Kentucky, and the southern half of West Virginia. This is the WRF model, one of the variations of that. It's a little higher resolution, and it's really picking up on terrain. Southwest Virginia would be the big winner on this one. I think this one might be just a little too stingy. It barely has anything at all for Huntington, Charleston, or points north. Dusting, maybe at best, but 2 to 3 on the higher terrain, that I would agree with. Our model, called RPM, kicks this out, 1 to 2 inches for most of us, and 2 to 4 southeast Kentucky, southernmost West Virginia, and certainly southwest Virginia. Again, this is all kind of dwindling by the late portion of Saturday. And here's one more map. I like this one a lot. This is actually looking at the percentage chance. What is the percentage? Is it 30%, 40% chance that you'll have more than 2 inches of snow? And you can see that the bullseye is right in southeast Kentucky. 90% chance around Pikeville and right around that area, but that there's going to be more than 2 inches of snow. I checked the 4-inch dot, and it was less than that. So it's 2 to 4 there, a 70% chance across Indiana and central Kentucky. But look at how it drops off. Only a 10% chance of more than 2 inches of snow around Charleston or anywhere around Huntington or points to the north. So that brings you up to speed on what's going on. Hopefully that gives you a little better idea. Not a lot of snow, but just enough to certainly make it look a little bit like Christmas. So a white Christmas is the call for now. I hope you have a great Christmas, safe travels wherever you're going, and we'll see you back here on the Weather Blender blog.